Hello, everybody. This is Ponkers, and welcome to the mega compilation of some of my best and most favorite videos. This will be great sleep aid because all my videos are too easy to fall asleep to on their own. But imagine putting them together. Like, I might as well just send this to like pharmacies. Like, this is a proven drug that will work. That will make people pass out. It's like sleep gas. Like, it's a neurotoxin. How bad my videos are. So, hopefully this video can help you fall asleep. But before we get into it, I just want to make a little statement regarding my upload schedule because I just started real estate work. Woohoo, I passed. Ladies and gentlemen, I passed my real estate exam first try because I'm just so goated like that. So I'm working as a real estate agent right now. So if you guys know anybody who wants to sell or buy their homes in the West Michigan area, hit me up. Hit me up in the comments section, and then I can, provide you some more details, or I'll put my business email up or whatever. But anyways, I'll cover that more in a separate video. I just wanted to say that it's looking like Fridays will be a great time for me to upload videos because I really want to stick to at least one a week, especially with me really focusing on real estate, trying to make that work. Yeah, I think it's looking like one upload a week right now. So expect Fridays to be the upload day. Prepare yourselves, clear your schedules from here until the end of time. Friday is the day to be ready to sit down on your couch and pass out to my horrendous videos that you all love so very much. Anyways, enough of me talking before the talking. Let's just get to the rest of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Hello, my name is Ponk, and I'm here to talk about being different. Now, despite the fact that I look like I have jaundice in my eyes, I feel very good right now. I feel like I'm on top of the world. My black lipstick wore off. I had black lipstick on, but it's not there anymore. This is the new me. Yeah, this is just me forever now, believe it or not. I'm embracing the goth culture, and I'm really dipping my toes in. A little more than my toes, I'm dipping my face into the goth world. And this is what has come of it. Today I'm talking about being yourself, something that a lot of people are scared to be. But I'm here to tell you, if yourself looks anything close to what I look like right now, then what's holding you back? And if it doesn't look like what I look like right now, again, what's holding you back? Being yourself is always the correct answer in any social situation ever. I'm telling you right now, if you're not yourself, you're going to regret it later. If you're somebody that doesn't like to take things too seriously and likes to just laugh a lot and likes to just joke around about pretty much everything, then do it. Joke around about everything. If you're someone that likes to spend hours of their day putting on makeup that they're going to wash away later that night to have to do it all over again every single day, then do it. People of the world today are too timid and too ashamed of themselves in order to be themselves. I think that's a tragic thing. I think that's a loss of art, a loss of personality, a loss of integrity, loss of character. People want to conform to what everyone thinks that they like. People want to be the person that everybody likes, but that's impossible. There's going to be people in your life that don't like you, and you have to live with that. You have to learn that the people that don't like you for who you are people that you don't want around. There's people that they are people that you don't need around. There's better people. There's people that do like you for who you are. So why aren't you hanging around them? Why do you care about the opinion of someone that doesn't like you? Just move on, man. You're spending this much effort and energy towards somebody that isn't reciprocating anything back, then don't go out of your way to be a people pleaser. Don't try and be the guy that has to have everybody like them, because it's so draining and you physically can't be yourself because not one personality fits all. It's like sizing for clothes. Not one shirt is going to be the best for everyone. Not everyone's going to like one shirt. So how is everyone going to like you? You just got to find the people that fit your size, if that makes sense. I decided to do this goth makeup because it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. Obviously, this isn't gonna be me every single day. This is a special occasion type of thing, but I would not be surprised if it isn't the last time. I don't expect it to be the last time, actually. Oh my god, that really hurt. That came out of nowhere. But yeah, this won't be the last time I do this. I just wanna say that this has been a really fun and awesome experience, and I encourage you guys to do something similar. If there's something that you think is super cool, but it's a little out there and niche, maybe per se, then go do it. And seriously, go do it. There shouldn't be anything holding you back. If you really want to do something, then go do it. Unless it's murder or hurting someone or yourself, then don't do it. Not a smart move there, but anything else, I endorse. Just had this idea for a really long time that I wanted to go out in emo or goth or really anything like that. Wanted to do something like super dark and edgy and just go out in public and just see the reactions on people's faces and just enjoy a nice day, you know? Painted myself white with a couple of cool black designs. This took a lot of time, guys. Do you see this? This did not take a couple of minutes. This took like 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie, this took a lot of time. And believe me, I am the opposite of an expert when it comes to makeup. Bless up Brenna and Chloe for helping us a little bit, informing us on what to do. But yeah, you had to put primer down and then you put all this white stuff. I forgot what it's called already. The white. I already forgot what. Yeah, see, this goes to show I'm not an expert. I don't even remember I don't even know what I'm wearing right now. It's white something, some paint, and then I used a shit ton of eyeliner all over my face to make these black designs. I used crayon and liquid to overdraw it, and there's a lot that's not perfect. If you look hard enough, you'll be disappointed, so don't look too hard. But from a distance, it looks really cool, and I got complimented on it by a couple of people when I went out, and I was very happy about that. And it just reminded me of how awesome it is to do whatever you want and not be scared of judgment, to not be worried about what people think of you if people give you a mean look or something. Like it's just great. It's awesome. Being yourself is one of the greatest skills you can have in order to enjoy and be relieved of insurmountable amounts of stress on day-to-day lives. Whether you're at a job, a friendly outing, or even just going out in public in general, even if you're just by yourself, going to the grocery store, anything. You're scared of what people will think of you. You're scared of other people's judgments. Oh no, this random fat lady at Meijer is judging me for looking like this. Oh man, what am I gonna do? Is my life over? Yeah, back it up, bud. Get out of here. You're done. No, everybody's awesome to some extent. I think I'm going to keep this one pretty short because the message is really plain and simple. There's no need to overcomplicate it. There's no need to state things that I don't need to state, even though this video is already a shit ton of rambling. I want to keep this video short because the message is very simple and clear. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And stop thinking about what other people are going to judge you for. You know, there's going to be people out there that don't like you either way. So why are you worried if some people like or dislike you? As long as you've got you know that there's people out there that do like you, those are the only people you need to worry about in general. And of course, I did this with a couple of friends because it seems like everything in my life revolves around my friends. I know that there's people out there that love this and think it's awesome. And those are people that I want to surround myself with. That's plain and simple. It's easy. It's really easy to understand, guys. I think this message would do the best and most amount of work for people in high school or that young age where you're hitting puberty and you're kind of facing life right now, even though I think 90% of my audience is ages 18 to 24 based on YouTube stats. So either way, I'm sure there's people my age and older that are still worried about what people think of them. I mean, everybody is to some extent. It's just some people are less concerned than others, and it's a skill that takes time. You know, that's why you see old people shouting nonsense and they don't give a shit and they'll say whatever they want to you and be brutally honest because they don't give a flying fuck about what they think, about what you think of them. And that's respectable. That's respectable. That's really respectable. And so I hope to be able to emulate that at a much younger age. Just be like, man, fuck you, you a bitch. Okay, well maybe not. That's not the message. Don't be a dick to everybody. And of course, because I'm wearing this attire, the song recommendation of the day has got to be a little dark and edgy. And so today we're going with Lemon Meringue Tie by Dance Gavin Dance. What a beautiful song sung by a beautiful person. I forgot his name, but he is awesome. Go listen to Lemon Meringue Tie. It's very intense. It's very, very in your face kind of music, but those melodies, man, they're just unbeatable. Those melodies are so good, so please go check it out. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoy this shorter form of content. Maybe I'll keep doing it more. I don't know. I'm at 12 minutes of recording, so it's really not that short, but I'm probably gonna cut a lot of it out. Anyways, I'm done rambling. Go live life the way you want to. Go pursue your dreams no matter what, and never forget to be yourself, twin. Bye-bye. Hello everybody, my name is Ponkers, and today we will be talking about pumpkin spice. Yes, the official flavor of people pretending it's fall when it's still 87 degrees and your thighs are glued to your car seat. Pumpkin spice isn't just a flavor anymore, it's a personality. You don't like pumpkin spice? You become pumpkin spice. You start wearing oversized sweaters, develop an emotional bond with decorative gourds, and suddenly your Spotify is 93% Taylor Swift. I don't make the rules. Pumpkin spice has infiltrated everything. Coffee, of course. Muffins, naturally. Toothpaste, probably. I saw pumpkin spice dog treats. That means someone looked at a dog and said, you know what Brutus needs? Fall vibes. Brutus doesn't care about fall vibes. Brutus eats socks. But where did it all begin? According to history, aka Wikipedia at 3 a.m., pumpkin spice was originally a combination of cinnamon, nutmeg, and lies. The modern PSL, pumpkin spice latte for those of you living under a joyless rock, was created by Starbucks in 2003. That's right, it's legal drinking age. It can vote, it can run for office. POTUS, Pumpkin of the United States. I do not have the funding to be doing all this. Future me, edit a lab coat on me. We weren't trying to make a trend, we were playing God. Now look, I'm not anti-pumpkin. I enjoy a good seasonal beverage as much as the next basic human. But when pumpkin spice spam exists, I have questions. Mainly, who hurt you? Also, why is it only available for like 3 months? The second November ends, it's gone, vanished, replaced by peppermint, eggnog, and existential dread. What if I want to feel like a sentient cinnamon candle in January, huh? Pumpkin spice isn't just a flavor, it's more of a lifestyle. It's crunching leaves you didn't rake, it's wearing boots that make you walk like a malfunctioning deer, it's taking a hayride for the Instagram pic and regretting everything 12 seconds in. It's America. Anyway, that's all for today's episode of Ponkers Yells at Seasonal Beverages. Let me know in the comments, are you team pumpkin spice or do you still have taste buds? Like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another one of my caffeinated meltdowns. And remember, if someone offers you pumpkin spice hummus, just run. Run and never look back. You know, honestly, like, this has some sustenance to it. I could see myself just replacing myself with AI. Maybe Ponkers gets replaced with AI in the big 26. What do you guys think? Think I should just make all my scripts with ChatGPT from here on out? Is this a good use of my time? ChatGPT knows me so well. This sounds like something I would say, right? I'd believe myself if I told myself that I wrote this and said this. Except for the Taylor Swift part, I definitely would not say that. Everything else makes sense, though. Oh my god. Hello everybody, my name is Ponkers, and today it has been well over a year since I made my How to Get a Girlfriend in 2024 video. We just skipped over 2025. We're going straight to 2026 because in just a few days it will be 2026. And the tactics that I used in that video are a little outdated today. See that cute girl at the checkout line? Yeah, go sprint at her as fast as you can and start screaming, I love you, I love you, I love you, be with me forever. Double up on plastic bags and then wrap them over her head. So I'll be updating you on the new meta tactics and the niche tactics on how to get a girlfriend in the massive 26. If you guys know me, you know I'm a player. You know I'm the best pickup artist in the world, regarded by many, Guinness Book of World Records, for having the most people of the female sex sprint in the opposite direction of me. Today I'm going to be walking you through the steps on how to get a girlfriend, all the niche and meta tactics that will work. 100% guarantee you will have a girlfriend by the end of 2026 on everyone's life but mine. So step number one, you gotta looks max. You gotta step up your game. You're obviously a greasy, ugly chud like me, right? So you gotta up the game. And to be able to position yourself, know where you're at in terms of attractiveness. Look in the mirror. On a scale of me to somewhat decently attractive, if you're anything below a 6 or a 7, then you just have to kill yourself. Like, I'm just gonna lay it out straight, you're done. You're done. It's not even close. But for the people that are above 6 or 7, then you have a chance. So I'm gonna teach you what I know from my master techniques, being the greasy, ugly, big, fat, retugly chud, the retugly chud that I am. Okay, first controversial hot take opinion of the video. Cover your ears, cover your mouth, cover your eyes, cover your skin in case the water gets on it. But these female creatures on Earth, they tend to like people who shower. So I'm already out of the game. That's just something you got to keep in mind. If you are not a showerer, you're out. Like, you're done. Which is most of us guys, like, right? If we're being honest, that's not a majority of us. So women really only have a small pool of people to work with just based on that one eliminating factor. But there's so many more we're gonna get into. So if you wanna change yourself for the better, then consider a new haircut. I've done that this year. Believe it or not, it didn't pay off at all. It just made me even more disgusting. So that's something you might want to try. New hairstyle. Maybe it'll completely kill your chances, but it's kind of like gambling. You know, at the end of the day, isn't everything kind of like gambling? So if you think about it that way, you'll probably be addicted to changing your haircut. Your skincare routine, of course. This goes along with the S word, but you got to take care of yourself. And that's kind of disgusting in my opinion. How dare you take good care of your skin? I use 2 products, believe it or not. And one of them I barely use. I mainly use one. And not sponsored, although I should be. CeraVe sponsored me. But CeraVe foaming cleanser is the only thing I use. And my skin, besides a couple spots, looks pretty magnificent, I'd say. I don't think you have to be perfect. You don't have to be a Korean model level of skincare in order to operate on a daily basis. So that's something you might want to consider. You got to go to the gym. I know this is also controversial. Productivity is not something that a lot of us are able to do. Productophobia, have you ever heard of it? Very discriminatory, actually. It very much well offends me in my culture, which is not showering and not taking care of myself. But anyways, going to the gym is a must-have. If you can't bench 900 for 300 reps, then no girl's even going to look at you. So it's kind of the barrier of entry to even get into the dating scene. Women won't even look at you. They won't, or they'll look at you in disgust and then vomit everywhere because you are nothing. Badminton training. This one, it's kind of optional. Okay, very optional here. Badminton training. It's the most intensive sport in the world. Probably the most physically demanding you could get. It's very tough. It's not easy. It's full of skill. All the skills that your body can even do physically. Some videos, badminton training here. Take some inspiration and go for it. But if you're in a badminton competition, then you know you already have women flocking to you. That's like the most attractive thing a man can do, is be a professional badminton player. And then finally, gloving. Gloving, all of you know. Look at my finger roll. Do you see that? Okay, whoa, can instant replay. Wait. As you can see, I'm already a master at like all of the tactics. So you have to get super niche into it. It's not niche anymore. I shouldn't say that. You gotta know your finger rolls. You gotta know your overhand, your who's Macappa, jig jang, walla walla bing bang, your dip ships, your sniggle toes. I can't say that. Now that you are the most attractive man on earth, how can you even find someone to even date? How can you locate anybody to date in the world? And there's a couple options. There's a couple good ones here. I've got listed up here. These are a little underground, so keep them kept. Places where you're gonna find the best high quality females are going to be clubs, dive bars, prison, abandoned buildings. I think that's it. Only attractive people hang out here, and only good, morally infused people with good morals, good life values, and good productive ideas live here. But if you want to find yourself a high quality woman, you got to go where they all are, and that's in any of these places. They hang out here because they like the struggle. They want people to think they're struggling, and so the only people that will give them a chance will be the most pure of heart, which will be you, my friend. So go to your local strip club and pick up the baddest bitch in this club. Now, once you've found your subject, your date person, you have to initiate what's called the mating call. In order to find your mate of your dreams, you've got some options here, and I'm going to just give you a couple. There's obviously plenty more you could think of, but these are some of the best ones that have always worked for me and will always work for you. So first up, we have OMFG. That is always a great one, always works. Another one, very classic, all the Roblox baddies will be screaming Candyland by Tobu. A little more niche underground one, FRRN. And we got one of my personal favorites, Oh My God.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Not only that, probably the most publicly humiliating song you could think of, Kraken.
I'm feeling wavy, I've been sipping on the Kraken. Oh, yes. I'm with a hoe and she been spitting on my dragon.
And the last one I'm going to name here is Thirsty by AJR.
Thirsty, thirsty, Thursday.
Now, one of these songs is promised to make a girl fall in love with you. Think of it like a modern day love potion. You know, the government almost banned these songs because it was too close to mind control. Like all the ladies in the comments, you guys know that these songs, dude, they just make you go crazy. I don't blame you. They make me go crazy. Maybe there's an inner girl in me with how these songs make me feel. Like, how can you hear these songs and not be aroused at the highest degree? It's just not possible. It's either the songs or you have a heart tumor. I'm gonna let the doctor advise you on what to do from there, but you know, it could be either. On everyone's lives but mine, this will work. On goodness, bro. Oh, a great, if the songs don't work for whatever reason, you could always resort back to the ancient medieval mythology tactic of pickup lines. These in the pickup artist community are varying, very much so, very varying in their nature. But the one that I usually like to do is at the top of your lungs, scream as loud as you can in the most menacing, intimidating voice. What is it? Come back here now. I'm not done with you. This one always works. This one, it just makes the women swoon for you. They're just like, wow, that is a confident man that knows what he wants. He is a true gentleman and someone that is not going to hurt me. This is an advanced maneuver. You have to do it just right. And when you release this ultimate Pokeball trap card of doom, there's one of two options. The first one, which will most likely happen, is they'll fall in love with you instantly and you'll get married the next minute. Or, there's a rare chance that they might start sprinting away from you in the opposite direction and screaming. And if this begins, then you have to follow. They're playing hard to get. You ever heard of that? I feel like I'm talking to toddlers here. You guys don't know what playing hard to get means. You're doomed. You're doomed if you don't know. Go read anything that's not The Notebook in order to learn about love. Fuck The Notebook. Real talk, The Notebook is a shit movie, and you can't convince me otherwise. So this super niche tech of sprinting after them when they start running away usually results in you getting pepper sprayed in the face, or you get free housing for multiple years. Housing market's not merciful right now. You know, the housing market's not merciful right now. People are looking for a place to stay, and this tech usually leads to free housing. So you don't even have to spend a dime. You can just go there for free, and there's tons of people. It's a great community. It kind of depends which free housing compound they send you to, but either way, you get a roof over your head and free meals. Right? And after all of these steps, which you definitely did, right, then you'll have a girlfriend. Guarantee or your money back. Even though I didn't give you any money, you could give money back to me. It either works or you give money back to me. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, how to get a girlfriend in the Big 26. Follow all these steps. Sift through the mating calls I've provided today. There's another one at the end that I'm going to share with you, though, so don't leave yet. And you will have a girlfriend. You will. Guaranteed. That's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Music recommendation of the day is going to go to Blonde by TV Girl. This is a song, a message to the women of the world about fitting in with norms or fitting in with expectations set by some other entity. Social media that's saying that you'll only be attractive if you are this, this, and this. And if you aren't all three of them, then you are nothing. It's an amazing song. The beat is incredible. The instrumentals are fantastic. And the lyrics, very thought-provoking. So all of the aspects of this song is great. It's just a great song. TV Girl's amazing. I'm sure all of you know TV Girl. It is not niche or underground. It is not gay-kept. So go listen to Blonde by TV Girl. Great message for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all are following your dreams and living life the way you want to. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. This is a taxidermy squirrel, and my name is Ponkers. Hello, fellow music lovers, and I hope you're religious, because I'm about to bless you with the greatest albums that have ever graced your ears. The potential value you could obtain from this video may set the course of your life in a completely different direction, so make sure you don't miss a single one of my recommendations all the way to the end, where I'll be sharing proof of God's existence in the form of music. So without any further ado, here are some of my favorite 10 out of 10 albums that you need to listen to this fall. Okay, wait. Hold on. I know I just said without further ado, but there actually is further ado. I lied. Sorry. There is further ado. Before I get into it, what does a 10 out of 10 album even mean? Now, some people may debate this topic. They may think, you know, it means you like every single song. Some people may say there's just a couple that are your favorite songs, or there has to be a favorite song on there. So I'm just going to explain to you what my definition of a 10 out of 10 album is, so you can kind of gauge how I feel about these albums and how these albums may feel to you. I mean, look, if you'd like to fight me on this, let me know down in the comments what you think a 10 out of 10 album even means. To you. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on what you guys think a 10 out of 10 album is. And also, tell me, what are some of your 10 out of 10 albums? What are some albums that are your absolute favorite and are the undisputed champions of music in general? I'd be very curious to hear what your guys' music taste is and see if we have any overlapping. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, an album that is 10 out of 10 to me means that it is so good that I listened to it so much in a certain period of my life that now, looking back, I can associate that album with that time of my life. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm kind of just saying that when I look at one of these albums that I'm about to list off, I can pinpoint an exact time in my life that I was listening to this album and what it did for me, like overall, like how it helped me get through something, or how it related to my life in a way, or just something that has really, really meaningful value. And of course, I like majority of the songs. I feel like for a 10 out of 10 album, you have to at least like majority of the songs on the album. Like, that just kind of makes sense. So my requirements for a 10 out of 10 album are Oh, fuck. My requirements for a 10 out of 10 album are I have to like majority of the songs, and it has to have some relative meaning of value to a certain time in my life that I can relate to or call back to, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'll probably talk about it more when I get into it. And the last disclaimer here, I feel like this is a really stupid, bogus thing I have to say, but it's all subjective. Music is subjective. Not. I'm the best. My music's the best. My niche band's more niche than your niche band. So you gotta listen to me. Alright? Fuck that disclaimer. I'm the best. These albums are the best. There is no dispute. Alright? So whatever. Now there is no further ado. So let's get right into my favorite 10 out of 10 albums that you need to listen to this fall. Starting out with number 1, we have I Know I'm Funny, Haha by Faye Webster. Faye Webster, mommy music. Oh my gosh, dude, she's so fine. I love Faye Webster. She's my celebrity crush, if any of you don't know. Faye Webster, if you're watching this video, give me a chance. Give me a chance, please. You're like, you know, I'm a kind of cool. I'm a funny guy, you know. I like your music, you know. We could like sing together. I got a guitar. I can play guitar. I can sing. Like we could make some music together. Just hang out, you know, have a good time, you know, whatever. But you know, it's whatever. She wouldn't like a guy like me. I'm too much of a nice guy. I don't have a fedora. I wish I did. The album itself, look, I was really torn between choosing between Atlanta Millionaires Club and her original album and this one, because all 3 of them are phenomenal albums. I would say just beyond this one album, listen to all of Faye Webster. She's amazing. Bless her soul. Her mixture of folk and R&B, just really smooth, beautiful lyrics and beautiful instrumentals come together for this amazingly unique sound that I think everybody can really enjoy. I haven't met someone that really hates Faye Webster music. I don't think there are people out there that hate Faye Webster music. Prove me wrong, so I can put you on a hit list for later. All right, so let me know in the comments if you don't like Faye Webster, and you won't be liking anything for much longer. I'll just say that. Also, just to say, I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly because we do have 13 of them and a lot of honorable mentions, so I'm not gonna be going into super lots of detail. Just kind of like a brief synopsis of what the sound is like in the genre. So you guys, like, you know, if you're into this kind of genre, you can dive further and be a little more interested. Number 2 is going to go to Parachutes by Coldplay. I'm sure you all know this album off of Yellow and Sparks, some beautifully classic songs on there, but further than that, I really challenge you to dive deep into this album. I want you to listen to everything, not just Yellow, not just Sparks, not just Spies, like every single song on there. I have this CD. I bought this CD from Barnes & Noble about a year ago now, I think. No, 2 years ago now. And it actually changed my perspective on this album entirely. I just let it play through in my car, and as I was listening to these songs go down the list, I'm like, I haven't even hit Yellow or Sparks yet, and I like all of these songs. Like, what is this? So amazing, such amazing songs that are just kind of like, I wouldn't say hidden because they are definitely popular songs because Coldplay is really mainstream, let's be honest. But I feel like they're underappreciated in terms of Yellow and Sparks. I think they deserve equal respect as songs. And you all know Coldplay, so I'm not going to talk about their sound. I'm sure you all know Coldplay is amazing. They're a phenomenal band. Mainly their older stuff, okay? I'm not sure about their newest stuff. Heard a lot of stuff about that, but Parachutes, phenomenal album that I love and I have a very deep connection to. Number 3 is going to go to Fourth Wanders by Fourth Wanders, their self-titled album from 2018, I believe. I think so. This album, wow, this came out of left field in my life. I'm going to be honest. I remember the exact moment I discovered this album. I was drawing on my, I was drawing in it like a drawing book, one of my notebooks. I was just like sketching some stuff, and I just let my YouTube feed kind of start running itself. Like I was watching YouTube and I just let it run. And it came up with one of those videos that's like a random like playlist of songs that plays through, you know, it's, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like weird indie songs, like 50 weird indie songs all in a row. And the first one was Never Mine by Fourth Wonders. And this song, oh my gosh, I did not realize how much this was going to change my life. Fourth Wonders is one of my favorite bands of all time. It's in my top 5 Hall of Fame, which I'm probably going to do a separate video on. But Fourth Wonders is such a phenomenal band. Indie rock savior, the king of indie rock, if you will, or the queen of indie rock, okay? Ava Trills, I think her name is, the lead vocalist, does a phenomenal job at capturing this very specific emotion that I haven't seen any other band do it quite like them, if at all. I mean, maybe Paramore comes close, but it's a separate feeling from Paramore. Fourth Wonders is this very emotional roller coaster kind of an album and artist as a whole. Please, oh my gosh, I gotta get my thoughts together. If you were ever a teenage girl who felt very desperate for new meaning in life, or felt very lonely, felt heartbroken, felt any of these sorrow things, I think Fourth Wonders is the band for you. Don't go to fucking Taylor Swift or Sabrina boiled turkey shit vomit ass Carpenter. Number 4 is gonna go to Home Like No Place Is There by Hotelier. Oh my god, I'm actually fangirling over this album. I don't even know where to start with this one, guys. It's emo, okay? Emo, Midwest emo kind of vibe. So whiny lyrics, incredible guitar, very emotional lyrics. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you don't know Home Like No Place Is There by Hotelier, then what are you doing? Listen to this album. Oh my gosh, this album is so good. I hope you guys can hear my enthusiasm, and I hope it relays to you guys, because I don't even have words for this album. I can't even go into words without me like getting super deep into my own personal life. The lyrics are just, oh my gosh, they touch my heart in a way that no other band has, or that's come close to, or like the same kind of way, I guess. I don't know. They touch my heart in a way that no other band has been able to touch, and that is something really special to me. That whole album is so phenomenal. Banger after banger after banger after banger. It keeps getting better and better and better. And then you get to the end of the album and you're like, whoa, no, my dopamine's gone. Oh no, the album's over. I guess I'll just kill myself. There's really nothing else to do. I don't know. This is one of those albums where if you like it, if you actually like this album, it will be an album you never forget. I'm just going to leave it at that. I want you to dive in for yourself to get more of an idea of what this album is about. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think if you like this album, it's going to be an album you never forget. Because I know I'm never going to forget this album for what it's done for me. It has saved me so many times, and it's helped me through so much in life. And I love this album. Shout out Hotelier. Amazing band. Number 5 is going to go to my King Cruel, Ooze by King Cruel. This was also a very challenging one for me to decide, because every single thing that King Cruel has ever put out is amazing. I will glaze King Cruel like a Krispy Kreme donut conveyor belt glazer, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. I will glaze him like that till the end of time. I love this man so much. If you like jazz, if you like rock, if you like the combination Pizza Hut Taco Bell, then you need to listen to this guy, King Cruel. He is a genius. Oh my gosh, everything about him is just so amazing. I am fangirling way too much. Shout out King Cruel, the king of music in my book. He is my number 1 artist of all time. My top 5 artists, I don't really have an order after King Cruel, but King Cruel is at the top. He is, because I like everything he's put out. I love, like, pretty much everything. There's like, I can count the amount of songs that weren't my favorite song at one point by his on one hand. Like, everything he's put out has been my favorite song at one point. It's insane. So Ooze by King, the reason I chose this album over 6 Feet Beneath the Moon or Man Alive or even Space Heavy is I think Ooze is a very, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to call it, but the time that I relate this album to is in the fall. That's kind of why I chose this over the others, is because I think it gives kind of the fall vibe, the fall aesthetic, if you will, a little bit more than his other albums. It's a lot more slower paced songs. There's obviously songs like Emergency Blimp that are a lot more upbeat, but a lot of the songs, Dumb Surfer, The Ooze, just Deep Sea Diver, there's just lots of songs on there that are really calm and feel like they bring you at peace in the fall, if that makes sense. I'm kind of just like rambling. I'm kind of schizophrenic, so don't mind me talking about this. Look, you need to listen to King Cruel if you like rock and jazz combination, because he is something else, dude. He really is. He is a martyr of God himself in the form of music. That's just it's my humble opinion. All right, I'm not gonna glaze in too much more. I know you guys want to hear the rest of them, so I'll be moving on now. Number 6 is gonna go to Floral Green by Title Fight. I love you, Title Fight. Yup. This is another one I'm gonna glaze to the end of time. I love Title Fight. Another one in my top 5. I'm going through all my top 5 because I mean, obviously, I'm gonna preach my favorite music in my fucking video about my music. So Title Fight, if you don't know who Title Fight is, then I'm sorry, but you're living a life that's not at 100%. Like, you're not living the fullest life you could be living if you don't know Title Fight. Title Fight just brings out something in anybody who listens to hardcore, emo, punk, rock. Like, there's so many genres that can appreciate what Title Fight has done, and not a single other band can mimic the sound of Title Fight and do it just as well as they did. They did something absolutely generational that so many people appreciate and love. They were so ahead of their time that they decided to break up, and then like pretty much as they broke up is when their popularity skyrocketed, and they just blew up out of nowhere. And oh my gosh, they deserve every listen that they've gotten in the past couple of years, because if you have not listened to Title Fight, you need to listen to them. Just honestly, anything. It was very, very difficult for me to choose between this and Shed. But the only reason I did is because there's more songs on Floral Green, so there's more to enjoy. That's pretty much it. I mean, also, my favorite songs are on Floral Green. Lefty is my favorite song by Title Fight. In Between, Head in the Ceiling Fan, which I'm sure you've heard of. If not, then go listen to it. The Title Fight, they're just amazing. Amazing rock, emo, punk, hardcore, all of it. They're amazing. Number 7 is going to go to High-Low by Jack Stauber. Now, you guys are going to have to really hear me out on this one. If you know Jack Stauber, you know this is an out there take. But I'm a Jack Stauber glazer, I have to say. Jack Stauber, I don't even know what genre of music to call this. What he does is he just compiles these random sounds and he just like mushes them together like a cacophony of random noises. And it just works every single time. Every single song on High-Low and Pop Food, every single song on these 2 albums are so good. It was very difficult for me to choose between Pop Food and High-Low. The only reason I chose High-Low is because I like the songs on it a little bit more than Pop Food. Pop Food has everybody's favorite Buttercup by Jack Stauber, which I'm sure you saw all over TikTok in like 2018. Like, this song was everywhere back then. So maybe it's a little nostalgic for you. Definitely nostalgic for me, not because it was on TikTok. I knew it before TikTok, okay? I knew it before it blew up on TikTok. Yeah, I'm cool, I'm special, I'm different, I'm unique. But seriously, Jack Stauber, his music is so interesting. It really is interesting, because one moment you're at this upbeat, super fast-paced, really goofy, silly song that's just like, what am I listening to? I'm not sure, but I'm vibing with it. And then like 10 seconds into the song, you're like, okay, like, why has God not graced me with this earlier in my life? Like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And then 2 songs later, you're like questioning your reality. You're like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? Like, is everything all right? I don't know. You start asking yourself questions, man. I don't know. Maybe Jack Stauber just hit me differently. Maybe it wouldn't hit you the same. But it's weird music. I understand. It's weird, but it's beautiful. It's weird, but it's beautiful. You really have to hear me out. Number 8 is going to go to Is This It by The Strokes. The Strokes, probably one of the more mainstream artists I'm going to have on here. They blew up like crazy. They're amazing. the Strokes, they make good music, man. Like, what can I say? A lot of their songs are good. Everybody knows the Strokes, but something not everybody knows is that their first album, Is This It, is the best one. It's the best one, like by miles, by years, by light years. Is This It has like every single good song on it. Every song is just amazing. I love every song on this album. It's phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. I listened to this so much in the summer, and so many of the songs on this album just encapsulate a beautiful daytime drive. You got one hand on the wheel. Not drunk driving. You're just enjoying the daylight, enjoying the sunshine, and listening to the Strokes, because they just made some really happy, good music, you know, and some good party music you could play at any occasion. Like any occasion works with the Strokes. Like party, the Strokes. Graduation, sure, the Strokes. Funeral, well, why not? Yeah, why not? Last night you said, "Ain't nobody gonna keep me down." Number 9 is going to go to Food by MF Doom. Ooh, all my rap fans, where are you guys at? Y'all already know. You guys already know this album's a 10 out of 10. Like, do I even have to say anything about this album for it to not be a 10 out of 10? Everybody knows this album. MF Doom, generational artist, seriously. He inspired so many people and made a very unique sound in rap that it's very hard to replicate, because it's almost like it's almost like he's kind of a nonchalant dreadhead with his lyrics. Like he's not particularly singing, but he's saying the words in such a melodic rhythm that it fits with any of the beats in his track. Like any track he goes on, he's gonna lay something down really hard, and it's gonna feel like he didn't even try. That's kind of the vibe you get from listening to MF Doom. A beautiful, amazing rapper. Passed way too soon. Rest in peace, MF Doom. And if you haven't listened to Food, then just go listen to it. Like, come on, what are you doing? Number 10, gonna go to Death Metal by Panchico. What's up, all my indie artists? Welcome to the club. You guys also already know this one. This one blew up like insane. The origin story of this band is super cool. I inspire you to go look into it. I'm not gonna go into it now because we have a limited amount of time. I'm already at 22 minutes. It's gonna take days to edit, guys. So I'm gonna start going through this quick, but Death Metal, Panchico, beautiful album. Some of their songs help me get through a lot of stuff. Just that whole album is it's so pretty. It's so ethereal. It's such an ethereal experience listening to this album. It's something not many artists are able to do the way that they do it. And yeah, it's really cool. Only downside is that the lead singer is ginger. I'm really sorry. He's also British, but you know, with his disabilities, he made something beautiful. So, I mean, can you really hate? Like, good on him for making something super beautiful, even though he's being held down in the world. Whatever. In number 11, we have Either Or by Elliott Smith. If you want to shoot yourself in the head, who do you listen to? Elliott Smith. That's right. This album is so depressing. Oh my god. This is the most depressing album you will probably ever listen to. This will have you breaking down at any time of day. It could be 3 in the morning, it could be 3 a.m., 10 p.m., it could be 6 p.m., 3 p.m., noon, 9 in the morning. Like, it just any time of the day you listen to this album, you're gonna be like, I think I'm done. I can't handle it anymore, because oh my god, dude. The things this album has done to me, I don't even know if it's positive or negative, honestly. Like, all these albums, I say that they've helped me through so much, but Either Or, like, maybe it's a play on words. Like, either or it helps you or it hurts you, because like the music is so beautiful, you might be able to relate to some of it, but also it's just so depressing that it can just kind of drag you down. Like physically, it'll just drag you down. It's crazy what this album does to you, dude. But some of the songs in there, if not all the songs on there, are just absolutely phenomenal. So go listen to Either Or by Elliott Smith. It's my favorite. Very close second is Figure 8, though. Figure 8 is also a beautiful other album that everybody should listen to. All right, guys, we got 2 more, so I hope you guys are holding on by your bootstraps. I don't know how long this is going to be after editing, but I'm sure this is a longer video, so I'm sorry for that. But I have so many good songs that I want to talk about, so many good albums. I'm so passionate about music. I hope you guys are as passionate as I am. Which is not possible. I hope you're half as passionate about music as I am, because you can't be more passionate than me. But whatever, let's just keep going. Number 12, it's gonna go to Best Buds by Mom Jeans. Where are my emos at? Hey, where's my whiny bitch ass vocalist fans at? Here you are in the spotlight. Mom Jeans, come on now. Oh man, dude, Mom Jeans are phenomenal. One of my favorite emo artists. Dude, I don't even know what to say. Like it's kind of feel good but feel bad music. Like you feel good but you feel bad. It's upbeat. It's kind of happy for a lot of it, but it's just also like sad lyrics. You know, it's just sad, whiny men screaming in a mic with amazing tracks behind it. And if you don't like that, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I understand. It's not everybody's briefcase of dead bodies. You know, it's whatever. But for the few that are, for the few that do enjoy this, like, this is phenomenal. This is a great album. If you're into emo music, you probably already know Mom Jeans. They're pretty up there in popularity. And I would love to see them live one day. Just super upbeat, good music, man. Just all around, seriously. Like, there's no complaints. And our very last 10 out of 10 album I am going to share with you guys is going to be Brand New Eyes by Paramore. Come on, Hayley Williams fans, make some noise. Oh my gosh, I love Hayley Williams. Please marry me, Hayley Williams. This is secretly just a very long love letter to you, Hayley Williams and Faye Webster, either or, by Elliott Smith. Look at all these play on words we got. God, I love music. This album, Brand New Eyes, will give you not only brand new eyes, but brand new ears, because your ears will be blown away by this performance. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm at a loss for words with this album. I love Paramore. I'm sure you all do too. Phenomenal album. I think this is better than any of the other albums by a mile. It just has so many classic songs. I'm sure everybody knows All I Wanted. What's the other song? I'm sure you all know All I Wanted and The Only Exception. Maybe a song or two others. But I would seriously, start to finish, listen through this whole album. You will not regret it. There are some songs on there that you don't know about that are so worth listening to. So seriously, check out Brand New Eyes by Paramore. Hayley Williams, please marry me. All right, that is all of my 10 out of 10 albums, but we have some honorable mentions. I couldn't just make this list and be short and concise about it. I had to have this giant long list of honorable mentions. So I'm just going to read them off really quickly. I'm not going to go into super deep detail, but just listen to all these albums. Like, please, like, I'm actually begging you. These albums deserve so much praise, and I wish I could. Maybe I'll do a part two. Smash like and subscribe for part 2. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of this. I love music so much, so I love talking about music. I will do more of it if you guys want me to, but if you guys don't want me to, then fuck all of you. I hate you and I want you to die. Anyways, honorable mention time. We have Velocity Design Comfort by Sweet Trip. I don't even know what the genre is. Dream pop? No, not hyper pop. I'll put it on the screen, whatever the genre is. It's fascinating music for sure. Halo by Baker. Oh, Baker, so just really good, feel good album. Awkward Pop Songs by Jank, another emo classic. All my emo fans, listen to this one, it's good. Wildlife by La Dispute. This is literally poetry. Like, I don't even know if this is music. This is just straight up poetry. You have to listen to La Dispute. They're also from Grand Rapids. Represent. Nothing makes sense without it. Kind of like spitting, rock, guitar, violin. Boom. Boom. Hyper Youth by JVB. I was thinking about putting every JVB album in here, but I don't know. I just like picking and choosing some songs from every album. They're all very close to being 10 out of 10, but I don't know. JVB is just awesome. Rap, funny guys. They're great. Great personalities. Really good on stage if you ever had the chance to see them live. First Band on the Moon by Cardigans. Just super awesome. They do a couple covers like Iron Man. I don't know. Their vocalist is really good. I would just check them out. They're just good. Why aren't you checking them out? And our very last honorable mention is In Between Dreams by Jack Johnson. How could you hate Jack Johnson? Such a nice guy, such a lovely, wholesome dude. This album is so beautiful. I want to be able to play every track on this album to my kids on my guitar when I have them eventually. So, yeah, just really wholesome music, seriously, all around. And that is going to be it. That is everything. There's so many albums that I wanted to put on here, but I needed to keep it short. We're already at a half hour of footage. This is going to be a hell of a video to edit. So please like and subscribe, and you know, get me to keep going. You know, give me reasons to keep going for this, because I love doing this, but I want you guys to also love it. So let me know if you checked out any of the albums that I showed you. You better have, and tell me what you think. Tell me if I put you on. Don't be lying to me. Be honest here. Tell me if I put you on, because I probably did. Come on, I did. And let me know what your 10 out of 10 albums are in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Maybe I'll check them out. Maybe I'll do an honorable mention. Maybe if you guys put your albums in this comment section, if there's more than like 3, if there's like more than 3 albums for me to look through, then I will do my next video song of the day on one of those albums and give you a shout out. How about that? If you made it to this part of the video, which no one has, do that, and I might give you a shout out in my next video, maybe, and I'll tell you if you put me on. I'll listen to all the albums that you guys put, and I'll tell you guys if you put me on. So do that. I'd be really curious to see what your guys' 10 out of 10 albums. Like I said before, this is a... what the fuck is this? This is a taxidermy squirrel, and my name is Ponkers. Thank you all so much for watching, and make sure you're living life the way you want to. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Don't you ever say that I don't make sacrifices for you. Because I decided to get a taste of the hell that awaits me after death. And I listened to the entirety of the new Travis Kelce's Girlfriend album that just came out. Whatever the fuck it's called. Something about being famous or whatever. I'm not the biggest hater of Travis Kelce's Girlfriend. She's made some alright songs. Her old classic songs are good. She's got good songs, alright? This really opened my eyes in a way that I never wanted to have them open. I felt violated in a bland way. I felt like I should have been violated, but I wasn't, and I'm disappointed that I wasn't. If that makes any sense, I don't know what I'm saying. You know when you see a fruit that's like maybe moldy, like you're not sure, it's kind of on the verge of being expired, so you're willing to take a shot and risk it for the food poisoning to eat the fruit. And then you take a bite and it's not horrible, but it's not good. You know that feeling? Yeah, well, it's actually nothing like that. Imagine a moldy banana that's been in the back of your pantry for the past year, and there's like fungus growing out of it. And you're like, yeah, this is gonna be the worst shit I've ever put in my mouth in my entire life. And then you put it in your mouth, and you were right. It was the worst shit you've ever put in your mouth in your entire life. That is what this album is like. People always say it's like boiled chicken at like Thanksgiving dinner. That's what her music is like. I wouldn't say that. I actually disagree, believe it or not. I think it's the toxic mutant green bean casserole sushi banana hot dog combination that one of your family members thought it would be a good idea to poison the rest of your family with. And nobody touches it because they're scared they're gonna die, or it's gonna release a pathogen in the house and kill everyone, whether they eat it or not. That's what this is like. Look, I just love hating. I love hating. But it wasn't that bad. This is what I would say if I was lying to you. I've got a couple notes here from listening to the whole album. I'm gonna go through them real quick. I don't even know what this song is called. Opilate, Opilate, or whatever the fuck that song was. It was so ass. That was like one of my least favorite ones. It just sounded like shit. Father Figure was just gross. Bad lyrics made me uncomfortable. Yeah, sounds about right. She was talking about dicks, which, you know, Taylor Swift, I feel like that's not really your language you should be using, because most of your fan base is teenage girls, but whatever. She used the word troll and memes. She used the word troll, memes, bad bitch, and savage in Eldest Daughter, automatically invalidating any take anybody has on that song. I feel like that's kind of fair to say. Any eldest daughter of any family, please, please, for the love of God, do not relate to this song. Don't post this song on an Instagram post with you and your younger siblings with a caption that says, "The eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter," or whatever the fuck that lyric is. Don't do that. I'm sparing you. I'm sparing you from the future embarrassment you're gonna feel. Please just don't. Don't look up to this song. Don't relate yourself to this song. There's way better songs. I'm sure you can find literally anything that's about being an elder sibling that's much better than this one. You really don't want to relate yourself to the song with troll, memes, bad bitch, and savage all in the same song. You don't want those words around you. Actually Romantic, that one, in my opinion, had the best melody, but it's like her voice just kind of made it sound like shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just don't really like her voice that much. Like, just straight up. I don't think Travis Kelce's girlfriend's voice is very good. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of girls that will listen to this song and feel so empowered by being the absolute worst piece of shit in human society for whatever the hell they did in their relationship. They're gonna either... Actually, the most likely thing is they're gonna get broken up with by a reasonable guy with a reasonable request, and then the girl is gonna go off and sing this song and post this song on her story, being like, "Oh, this guy, he does all this shit for me, and I hate his guts. But it's actually sweet." It's like talking down on him, basically. That's what the song's about. So I'm already aware. Look, any toxic women watching this video, spare yourself. Again, spare yourself. Don't post this on your story or make a post with your ex or hinting that your ex does whatever the fuck and you think it's cute or pathetic or what. Just don't do that. Just be a normal human being and just let the past be the past. Okay, the faster you move on, the better your life's gonna be, and listening to Taylor Swift is actively pausing your life, if not reversing it. You're just becoming more immature by listening to this kind of music and relating to it. Now, like, songs with lyrics that are really stupid or stuff that's like about dumb shit, you can make the argument that it's just lyrics and it's not going to inspire you or whatever. But if you take a step deeper, this is a part of culture, okay? Whether you like it or not, music is a big part of culture, and music inspires people to do things consciously and subconsciously. So don't undermine the value of lyrics in music, okay? Like, seriously, I'm not kidding right now. Like, things you listen to, if you are paying attention to the lyrics of the songs you're listening to and you're finding yourself relate to these things, especially in the case of this album, I would stop listening and just try and move on with your life, okay? You're out of high school. There's a good chance you're even out of college now and you're still single, and you wonder why. And you wonder why. I just hit my microphone. Newsflash, you're single because you're a toxic piece of shit in society. I'm sorry. Like, if you relate to these songs, then there's probably a good chance that you are the problem. There's probably a very, very good chance that you are the problem. Knock on Wood is the retarded, horny version of My Little Soda Pop. Shout out to K-pop Demon Hunters. Goated movie. It was an okay movie. It wasn't goated, but it was okay. The songs were catchy. Whether you like them or not, they are catchy. My Little Soda Pop, that was kind of a banger. I can't even fib. Not even gonna fib it here. That was kind of a banger. Knock on Wood felt like the retarded, horny version of it. I'm not really gonna explain further. I feel like I don't have to. I think it kind of speaks for itself if you listen to the song. Listen to Knock on Wood and then listen to My Little Soda Pop, and you'll know exactly what I mean. The last thing I have written here is canceled, and the life of a showgirl is living proof that she has lost touch with reality. And I think I'm kind of spot on with this. I'm gonna be very real here. These songs just talk about how great her life is, and how she's so happy that she has the life that she has, and none of her fans will ever have this life, and she's bragging about it. That's kind of what I got from it, just from like a first glance. I could be totally off the mark with this one. I honestly don't care. I don't give a gaff. Okay, I'm gonna be dead ass right now. I don't give a gaff if I'm off with that, but that's what I got from it. Canceled. I'm happy my friends are canceled, clothed in Gucci in scandals. Like, who the fuck is having these problems? These are the most first world rich people problems I've ever heard. Like, these problems that she's talking about are so unrelatable to her fans that even some of her fans are starting to wake up, and they're starting to be like, oh shit, wait, this is actually kind of doo-doo stink fart. Like, it's bad music. And I think the sleeper agent in them for Taylor Swift is starting to wear off, and we might be getting the women in the world back. So that would be huge. That would be a huge step for mankind. I hope that does come to be, because there's too many Swifties in the world, and I think they should be either publicly executed or go to a conversion camp with electroshock therapy. Like if you agree, like and subscribe if you agree, if you think we should send all the Swifties to electric shock torture therapy. I have a very, very strong feeling and suspicion that there's some female version of me on the other side of the internet that is like taking the opposite stance here and is shitting on something like Title Fight, for example, listening to all of Title Fight, and then she's like, oh, this was just really sad Gunner music, like, why would you listen to this? And then she's like, it's nothing like my goddess Taylor Swift. Okay, and just to let you know, just to catch you up to speed, if you're wondering who's right, the female version of me shitting on other bands or me shitting on Taylor Swift, a good rule of thumb is that I'm always right, and whoever opposes me is always wrong. Don't listen to anyone that opposes me. I'm always right. I always know what I'm talking about because I'm the best. Just how it works. All in all, this is another big slopper album from the Swift herself. Are we really surprised? I don't think so. If anybody was surprised that we got another pile of slop for Thanksgiving, then wake up. It's 2025. Big 25, and you're still expecting Taylor Swift to drop something half decent of meaningful value. I swear, she just has like these big Illuminati conspiracy theorists that are making her songs for her, who are doing all the song writing, and then she just like sings it. She just takes the sheet of paper that her Illuminati god gives her, and they're like, sing this song and we'll give you $3 billion. And she's like, oh yay, I can use my private jet to go to my bathroom in my dog's house and pollute the earth a lot more than the average human. Fun fact. I feel like there's something to be said there about her songwriting like genuinely falling off. Not that it ever was really anything innovative or special. Like, I guess when you think of music, in songwriting, you think of Travis Kelce's girlfriend and her boring ass boiled turkey shit vomit. Post disclaimer I'm gonna throw out here. I am a indie rock fan, a alternative rock fan, 90s rock, lots of different genres, but mainly indie rock. I think that's a comfortable thing for me to say. Alternative and indie rock are my two favorite genres. So me judging a pop album, like, you guys don't have to take my opinion that seriously. No matter what I say, I don't think people are going to change their minds on this. I think I'm just shouting in a camera, and 3 people will tell me that I'm wrong and that Taylor Swift is a goddess, and that because I have disdained her, I will be sacrificed to the Swift gods. And I will be sentenced to hell, where I am forced to listen to this album on repeat until my soul leaves my body, which won't be very long, to be honest. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to share my opinion on this album because I know how much all of you deeply care about what I have to say in my opinion, because it matters so much to you. And to give everybody a great breath of fresh air, song recommendation of the day from me, it's actually not going to be Taylor Swift. Sorry, all my Swifties, but your music's ass. So I'm going to give you a good recommendation that you can check out, and maybe it'll open your eyes and deactivate the sleeper agent code put inside of you to listen to Taylor Swift willingly. Today's recommendation is going to go to Misery by Horse Jumper of Love. Interesting band name. You're gonna have to hear me out on that one. I'm not exactly sure what it means. Horse Jumper of Love. You know, maybe it's up to interpretation. Maybe it's a philosophical.
Woohoo! Yeah!
You know, I just witnessed all of that horrible slop that I just listened to. I need something good and feasible and tingly in my ears. Feels good. This song is so good. I don't even know how to explain it to you, honestly. It's just super smooth. The rhythm feels great. The melody is it's a very chill kind of song. It's very mellow, but it's got passion. It's really got passion. You can tell. You can feel the passion, I would hope. But you let me know what you guys think about that song. Hopefully it's on a different tier of the Swift slop that we've received from the Holy Lords, the Holy Swift Lords. And maybe your music plate is growing. Maybe your music knowledge is growing, and you will be able to understand and appreciate more music far beyond the realm of the Swift slop, you know, outside the walls, if you will. Try something a little out there and be quirky and different and cool. So there you go. That's what I have to say about that. As always, check out Zimmer's. Look at this cool little turtle hat. It's whoa, swear word. We don't say the fuck word here. It's awesome. Look at the turtle. Isn't he so happy? Yeah, I drew that turtle because I'm a boss, and it says all turtles go to heaven on it. It's just a cool hat. We have shirts, hoodies, sweaters, hats. I think that's it. Again, I'm the worst marketer ever, but y'all gotta trust me. I'll put the link in the description again. Just check it out, see what you like, support the cause. And of course, if you enjoyed, smash the subscribe button and hit to the like button, because I need validation for my efforts and I need to feel good. So give my ego a boost. Thank you, please, and thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and make sure you're living life the way you want to. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. What's up, everybody? Ponkers back with another video. Today we are back with some COD zombies, going back to our roots. I feel like we've been straying too far from what we were previously known for, so I'm just gonna dabble here and there in the zombies videos, but I am gonna be doing a lot of skate videos, just so you know. Probably actually not videos. I'll most likely be streaming. New skate game came out. Before I get into that, new skate game came out. Okay, go play it for yourself. It's free. Mine as well. See what you like, see what you don't like. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I had a good time playing it. I'm having fun. Still progressing. But yeah, I think it's worth it. It's something, okay? It's not Skate 4, it's just Skate. It's completely different. So it's obviously not going to be as good as Skate 3. Skate 3 is so much better. However, it's something new. So it's something new to talk about, something new to play, updated graphics, all that bogus jargon. No battle pass yet, so good on you, EA. However, when you open the store in the skate game, the loot boxes that you get for free, like the progression system, was at the top of the store, because that makes sense, because everybody that's going to the store has an 80% chance of getting the free stuff instead of the stuff you have to pay for. But then when the game came out, they updated it so the actual progression system for the main game is now at the bottom of the store. So every time you want to go get new clothing and do the loot boxes, you have to scroll through all of the store to get to it, all of the stuff you have to buy. So scummy EA, that's kind of pathetic and annoying. Something really small, but it still irritates me. I think it's fair for me to be irritated about that. It's bogus. There's no need for them to do that. But I'm sure they're going to do a bunch of other shit like that and make the game slightly worse and worse over time. Who knows? I'm going to be streaming on there, streaming on Twitch, playing that game a lot, just progressing, doing whatever, maybe do some throwdowns. I want to get good at the trick spamming so I can actually like compete in some of the throwdowns and do good. So be streaming on Twitch. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponkers. Pretty straightforward, same name, same logo. You'll find me, probably, maybe, I don't know. I'll put the link below so you can find it there. But hey, today is September 17th, so Louder Than Life is tomorrow. I'm going to Louder Than Life again. If you guys haven't watched my video on my experience last year, definitely go check that out. I'll put it up in the corner here. Definitely go check that out. That was a ton of fun. I'm so excited to go back. It's been a whole year, and yeah, we're back. We're readier than ever, if that's the right word. It's definitely not a word, but it is now. I made it up. So I'll probably tell you all about that when I get back, but just to let you know, there won't be any videos for the next couple of days because I'm going to be in Kentucky. So yeah, no videos soon, but I'll probably plan to make a video when I get back talking about it, or, you know, just playing skate, probably streaming on Twitch. So yep, don't forget to follow me. Don't forget. Okay, anyways, main point of the video today that I wanted to get into. 2 words. Skater girl. Now this is something that I'm quite interested in. As a sort of skater myself, I longboard, but I do the tricks, so I'm kind of with the skaters. Like, we kind of mush together. Like, we're not necessarily the same race, but, you know, we can coexist. You know, we base people not on the length of their board, but by the content of their character, if you get what I'm saying here. So I'm pretty well endowed in the skater community, if that's a word. God, I'm just throwing words at the wall, guys, okay? You just gotta trust me with these words. Endowed? I think endowed is the right word. I'm endowed in the skater culture, all right? I go to the skate park sometimes, I skate, but yeah. So wouldn't it be nice, just separate ourselves from skating for a moment, side tangent. Wouldn't it be nice to get a partner, you know, romantic partner that does the same hobbies as you? Like, that's just like a cool thing, right? That's a cool rule. So it makes sense for me to be very interested in this particular topic we'd be speaking of today. However, big however, I have some questions. Skater girls, if you're out there, if you're watching this video, please inform me. Why is it that maybe it's just my experience. Okay, I'm not gonna hate on every skater girl I'm not gonna hate on every girl that's ever stepped on a board. However, in my experience, my personal experience, it seems that every person, not just girls and guys, every skater, every person that's really into skating just either has bad hygiene or bad lifestyle or bad habits, like unhealthy habits. Like, every skater girl I've ever seen is smoking, doing drugs, maybe a little big, maybe a little, like, super thin. I like, I don't know, like, how do I word this? I don't know how to word this without seeing like an actual asshole. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. Disclaimer: I am an asshole. Okay, so don't take my words too seriously. But I just want to rant about this because this is something I've noticed. Every time I see a girl at the skate park, you know, my eyes just, you know, as it got okay. Hold on, I'm all over the place. Okay, the reason I'm kind of singling out the girls is because believe it or not, okay, I know this is gonna be really hard for you to believe, but I'm actually not into guys. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry if I fooled you, if I tricked you, if you're a gay man watching this and you're hoping that I'm going to date you. I'm really sorry, but I'm secretly straight. I just spilled my biggest secret. Oh my god, I lost all my viewers. Fuck me. Look, I'm secretly straight, believe it or not. So unfortunately, any guy out there wanting my attention, I'm sorry, but I'm straight. So I'm kind of just talking about skater girls right now. In general, skaters definitely do not have the greatest lifestyle and healthy habits, but I'm just talking about the girls right now because that's kind of what I'm more interested in. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Disclaimer, another disclaimer, a lot of disclaimers. But going forward, every time I'm at the skate park and I see a girl ride her way into the skate park, victim, no, I don't say victim, okay? I don't assault them immediately, okay? So my eyes will go over and I'll see her, and then I'm scanning for potential. And then within the first few milliseconds, it's like, okay, well, she has like 15 cigarettes in her mouth. She has like one of those cigarette adapters where you can smoke 100 cigarettes. Fucking chain smoking, 18, like 2 of those, 1 in each hand, smoking 100 cigarettes in each. So, like, might as well just fucking shoot your lungs out, dude. Oh my god. They always just, I don't know, dude. Like, people that skate just don't have the greatest habits. I would consider myself not too off. Like, look, I don't smoke, don't do any drugs. I don't, I've got goals, I've got ambitions, you know, I've got dreams, I've got hopes, I've got a job, unfortunately, but I do. And I feel like a lot of skaters just, I think skating is just some sort of symbol of like, I'm just giving up, or like, this is just how I deal with everything wrong in my life, which, you know, is not the worst thing, okay? I've been there. I understand being in a rough time. All right. I get that you need ways to cope with the bad things in your life, and skateboarding is an escape. All right. I totally get that. But I highly suggest that skaters just, you know, we're able to have a hobby and also take care of ourselves. All right. Is that like too out there? Is that super far out there? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's too much to be asking for. But every guy that I meet that skates, that's not true. That's not true. This is not true. A lot of this just isn't true. I'm just talking about like a couple instances where I've seen a skater girl and then it turns out that she's just like a hoe, or she's smoking and does drugs. Like, I'm kind of just pinning all of skaters into this. I don't mean to pin all of skaters into this. I'm honestly just, I'm just angry. I just want to find a girl who skates, who takes care of herself. Like, high sense of self-esteem, you know? Like, you can tell she's got some confidence. She knows herself. It's just like a normal, nice human being that just has a hobby. Like, God forbid, someone has a hobby and be healthy. Oh. Look, I know plenty of people who skate, who are good. They're okay. There's a difference here. I'm not saying skaters are bad people. I should also put a disclaimer here. I've not met many skaters who are bad people. I've met a couple, but a lot of the people I've met skating, they're super chill. Some of the chillest people I've ever met. Love these people. I'm doing like the Trump like hand sign, like subconscious. I don't know why I picked that up. They're my favorite people. They're the best people ever. They're the best. They're just the best. Like the skaters. They're just the best, even though they escaped jail and they're 13-time criminal felonies and they've murdered multiple people and families. They're really the best. They're just really nice. You have to get to know them. I don't know why I'm doing that, but look, the main point of this video is I'm just like I'm just shooting my shot like Kevin Booker, okay? Like, I'm on Mars right now, and I'm trying to make a hoop that's like in an underground like basketball court on Earth, okay? I'm trying to just like launch that shit, see if it'll just dunk magically. Any skater girls out there that take good care of themselves, where are y'all? Where are y'all? I don't know. I haven't seen them anywhere. That's just, in my experience, I have not met many skaters who have good healthy habits. Okay, that's like the main point. If you're gonna take one thing out of this video, don't take anything out of this video, okay? Taking anything out of any of my videos will instantly downgrade your life, and just please never take advice from me, okay? I'm the last person you want to take advice from. But if you are, take this one thing, which is skaters usually have unhealthy habits. And I've noticed this quite a bit skating with lots of people, 6'7". Fucking hell. I just love to see the skating community kind of pick themselves up a little bit. I think we get a bad rep. We get a bad rep for the hooligans, the gangstas. You know, we're a bunch of good for nothing nobodies. All right, and I don't want that to be us. I want to pick the skating community up a little bit. I want people to know that, you know, skateboarding isn't just for the hooligans and nobodies, okay? Like, not everybody that skates is me, okay? Some people actually have lives out there. So don't equate everyone to me skating. But look, skaters, listen. Listen very closely, because I have a message for all of you. I want the best for you. I really do. I really want the best for you, skaters. I do. If you had a skateboard and you're having a hard time like quitting some drug or some what's it called? Substance, whatever, drinking, not good hygiene. If you don't make your bed in the morning, like, look, I'm here to help. But I think we should all just pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and show the world that skating it's a hobby that nice, good citizens can do. Because I think the generalization is that skaters are evil delinquents, these nasty darn kids that ruined all your plans, you know, whatever the fuck that reference is from. But no, skaters can be great people in society. Look what Tony Hawk did. Like, look what okay. Think of Nigel Richards, Scrabble world champion. Don't think of him. Think of a skater. I don't know why I said that. Rodney Mullen. That's who I was thinking of. I knew it started with an R. Think of Rodney Mullen. Think of Tony Hawk. Think of these cool guys, you know? Like, skating is such a beautiful thing, and I want the world to know this. But I don't want people to be like scared of it because they think if you skate, you're some evil little delinquent stoner boy. Okay? Like, not everybody that steps on a board turns into me, okay? Not everyone's an evil, horrible, awful... I want to say words, but YouTube won't let me. Just know I'm a bad person. That's the joke. Get it? Oh, this is like the most schizo rant video I think I've ever posted on my YouTube channel, but whatever. We're going to post it. I don't care. I just want to throw this out there. I just want people to know my opinion on this. I think my dream, I don't think my dream, I know my dream. Find a beautiful skater girl that takes care of herself, that has the same exact ideals as me, so we could be meth fent heads together in the street and just fucking fent lean all day, just die of overdose. Yes, please. No. Anyways, Michigan especially, I think, Michigan especially has a lack of skater girls. Maybe they're all in California. Maybe I need to move to California. Taxes are way too high there. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to move to California. I would love to go to California. Anybody that lives in California watching my videos, I'd love to come visit. California seems cool. Alcatraz is on my bucket list. I want to go to Alcatraz. Lots of cool people live in California. It'd be cool to like see LA, but I'm not gonna live there because taxes are really too high. So I'm okay in the Midwest. Michigan's all right. Taxes here are not amazing, but they're better. So skater girls, just come to the Midwest because you love romanticizing people love romanticizing the Midwest. What's up with that? What's up with it? Can we talk about that for a second? Why do people love romanticizing the Midwest? Like, they're like, oh, this small town in the Midwest. Oh, it's so like, it's a community where everyone knows each other. Like, if you go to the Midwest and you go to a small town, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Like, everybody's so excited to come to the Midwest. Everyone wants to live in the Midwest because this like dream emo Midwest emo music comes from. A lot of Midwest emo music actually doesn't come from the Midwest, believe it or not. There's a lot of Midwest emo bands that live in like Texas or California, which make no sense to me. But you know, they could do whatever they want, I suppose. I'm sure there's Midwest emo bands in Japan, but I don't think that Japan is the Midwest, the emo, the 6-7. Look, either way, fall is coming, okay? So keep that in your heart. The leaves are changing color. Life is gonna be amazing because fall's the best. God, dude, I'm gonna turn 20 in a month. I'm turning 20. I'm pushing 20 right now. Does it sound like it? Does it look like it? No. No. You could mistake me for a toddler. I walked into elementary school one time. I'm not gonna finish that story. But they mistaked me for a kid, so, like, there you go. That's pretty much all I had for the video. I just wanted to go on a little schizo rant there. So, you know, whatever. Song of the day is gonna go to Birds of a Feather by Kind of Like Spitting. It's kind of a weird band name, but you have to trust me on this one. You literally have to trust me on this one. This whole album, whatever it's called, I don't remember what the album's called. I'll put it up there, but this album is so good. You have to listen to this album. I'm telling you right now, okay? Beautiful. It's rock with violin. Rock with violin. Like, who thought that was a godsend combo? So good. Everything's just beautiful. Like, the rhythm is just so gorgeous. Like, I really don't know how else to describe it. Like, violin and rock, they work together. They figure out how to make it work on that album. So go check out that album whenever you get the chance to. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and make sure you're living life the way you want to. See you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, Ponkers here, and I don't really know how to start this video. This is a confusing one, but if you stay till the end, or whenever I say, just in a minute, all right, I will tell you how to find the meaning of life. Coming from me, that sounds like the worst scam you've ever heard, right? If you know me, you're like, who is this guy? How does he know shit? Like, I've already lost half the people that clicked on the video, so it doesn't even matter. We're gonna get right into it, but I'm playing Farm today. If you guys know anything about Farm, it's a very bare bones map, not a lot going on to it. And last time I played Farm, I was talking about how to achieve your dreams. And today I'm playing Farm, talking about how to find the meaning of life. So I guess Farm is now a representation of my philosophical videos from here on out. As Transit represents hatred, Farm represents philosophy and deeper meaning videos, you could say. So today I have just about as deep as they can get, the meaning of life. And this is like some age-long question that people try to figure out, but really it's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's not as complicated as it seems, because if you try and find an objective meaning to life that's not specific to like you're never gonna find it. There's not like one goal for all of humanity, I guess. I mean, if you want to be like really nature centered, you could say, you know, reproduce and thrive, but like that's like it's like animals, you know? It's a barbaric way of describing the meaning of life, I guess. But I'm gonna go on a more personal level. For you, for the people out there, for you watching this video, I'm gonna tell you why you should live your life and how you figure out your meaning of life. Because I know mine, I found mine, and the way I found this is I've gotten into philosophy within the past like half a year or so, when I was going through a very, very, very rough time in my life, in the fall and winter arc. I got into philosophy because I was dipping back into the state where it's like really just hurts to wake up every day. It's like, why do I do this? Everything is agonizing. I can't stand going outside without feeling anxious or resentment towards almost everything. And I'm not sure if all of you have been in that position before where you just wake up and you're like, I just don't want to do anything today. You're just in that depression, that deep rooted deep sadness. I've had it a few times, but I've I've found a way to kind of get over that barrier for the most part every time that I've gone through it. Every time, I mean, a little quote I'm gonna throw out there for all of you is I just found it on the internet. It was just some random quote. It's so simple. It is so simple, but it means so much. I think I already said it. It's if you're wondering if you're gonna make it through this rough time, you just say you'll make it because you always do. And if you think about it, I mean, it's true. You're still here, right? You're alive, so you've always made it through every single hardship in your life up until this moment. Why is this hardship any different than anything else in your life? I went on a lot of long walks by myself, just thinking, just by myself. I like to go at night because I kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, so I could just like walk around on like dirt roads and stuff, and it's not like scary or anything. But I go on a lot of night walks, and on these night walks, I think a lot. I think a lot about my life and everything going on. It's like a little meditation checkup, I guess you could say. I developed a very specific question throughout these walks that I took, and every day just thinking about like, why should I keep going? And I thought and read and watched stuff. I did everything, hours, days, weeks of trying to figure out like like something about philosophy that would really stick to me, I guess. Just a reason to keep going. And I boiled it down to one question, really. And I'll get to that one question in a minute. But first, I want to preface it by talking about the word temporary. Because I don't think the word temporary is very understated in philosophy. I think it's temporary. Everything in existence is temporary. Everything you know, everything you don't know, literally nothing is permanent. Nothing lasts truly forever. All right, it's a weird thing to think about, right? Because you're like, oh, this aspect of my life is gonna stay the same. I'm like a human, right? This person that I married, we're gonna be together forever. No, one of you's gonna die, and then the other one's gonna die. Like, you're not always gonna be here. You're gonna die. Your pet, your dog, Hank, that's on its last leg. Yeah, he's gonna die pretty soon. I know, it's a big surprise. Just like think about this. Like, nothing in your life is truly permanent. Everything's temporary. And when I realized this, there's another quote. I also don't remember where I get these from. I'm honestly just talking out of my ass at this point. Okay, you're just gonna have to stick with me on this. Is in 246 years it won't matter. That applies to everything. Like, every problem in your life, in 246 years, it will not matter to you. It may matter to your great, great, great grandchildren, but not you. In 246 years, your name's going to be forgotten. Everything in your life's going to be forgotten. That weird, awkward situation that keeps you up at night where you like tried to handshake someone and you fist bump and you do one of these. That kind of memory that sticks in your head. It's like, I want to kill myself for that. Yeah, no, that in 246 years, that will not matter. I know, crazy to think about, right? Mind blowing, right? And thinking, like, having this thought process, going through a lot of the things that I thought meant so much to me, it really separated myself from these wants, these needs, these ambitions, goals, ideas, these things that I've lost, the things that I've gained. It's you can sometimes just get wrapped up in the of what you lost, what you once had, what you wish is forever, what is forever. Nothing's forever, and it's gonna be okay, type of thing. Life is not an objective. I don't think there's an objective truth when it comes to the meaning of life. I think it is a very subjective question. It is what you want to do with your life. Not everybody wants to do the same thing, obviously. I don't know. I'm getting way off topic. I apologize. I've already lost 99.9% of the viewers. For the one person that's still watching the video at this point, I will describe to you how to find your meaning of life. The question for the meaning of life, here it is, but why you've been watching the video, all right? When you are on your deathbed and you are in your last waking moments, think back to the life that you've lived and what in your life that you've accomplished at this point would make you smile and say, I did it, and that I can die happy. What would truly make you say it was worth it? Your answer to that question is the meaning of your life. And there you go. There you have it. That's it. That is the meaning of life. Let's say you want to, you know, have a huge family, have $1 billion. There you go. What is the meaning of life? Somebody asks you. The meaning to my life is I want to have a huge family and have $1 billion. And those are the two things that you want to work towards. If that was just an example, whatever. That is it. Something that profoundly stuck out to me, and I've told some of my friends this when they asked me. There was one night where I straight up just asked a couple of my friends what they think the meaning of life is. And they gave all of their own varying answers. And I added that into the question I just gave you. That is a culmination of hundreds of hours of me thinking about this and asking people and researching, I guess, research, whatever. It's a lot of effort gone into that one question. It doesn't seem like a lot, right? But if you really stop and think about it, that is the meaning of life. And your dream, your answer to the question might change as you get older. Like, I'm sure if I asked you this when you were 6 years old, you'd be like, I want to go to Jupiter and I want to make a chocolate factory and eat all of the chocolates because I love the chocolates. And it's like, okay, but, you know, fast forward 20 years later, you're 26. I ask you the same question. It's going to be a little bit of a different answer, I would hope. I don't know. If you want to go to Jupiter and start a chocolate factory, that, you know, you do you. I'm not here to stop you. I'd say just know that it's going to change, and that's okay. But whatever your answer is, it should be a clear vision as to what you want to do before you do. It's essentially, I just told you what a bucket list is, right? Like I just created a bucket list. There you go. Yeah. Well, what's on your bucket list? And be honest about it. Like that's really the meaning of life, I guess, to like sum it down a lot. But some people believe in nihilism, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know. And I think that's really boring and very mid. If you are a nihilist, you're mid and boring. Because nihilism is just like you don't believe anything has any meaning and everything is suffering. Life is suffering and painful and it's all agony. It's like, brother, like, why would you want to live that way? I agree with some parts of it where it's like nothing necessarily matters as much as you think it does, which, yes, things don't really matter as much as you think they do. However, if you want to live a happy and fulfilling life, if you want to live your life to the fullest, then why would you think that way? That's like, yeah, I guess I'll just kill myself, you know? There you go. There's the meaning of life. Kill yourself right now. Do it. This is a message. Like, no, this video is gonna get taken down because of that. That's why it's boring and mid, because we don't know if we get a second chance. I mean, depending on what religion you believe and what you think about the afterlife, who knows what happens after we die. Anything could happen, really. There's no way to really prove anything, so you might as well make what you have right now the most. Make the most of what you have right now. Live in the moment, you know? Live in the moment. That's pretty much the end of the video. I'm sure none of you want to hear what my answer to the question is, but I'll tell you. If you want to click off the video now, you may do so. However, music recommendation is at the end, so if you want to stay for something that's half interesting and important, stay for that. But my answer to the question, just to give an example, is if I was on my deathbed and I wanted to look back on my life and say say I did it and die happy, I would want to have become financially free at a relatively young age, to the point where I can spend as much, if not most, if not all of my time alive, spend that bonding with the people I love and care about. That is how I want to organize my life. So I want to put it in a way where I'm not flooded in work, where I'm not flooded in having to like manage my time between making money and spending time with people. I want to organize my life in a way where I'm spending all of my time with people that I love and care about. And I guess secondary, that's like the main mission statement, if you will. I do want to have a family, obviously. I want to have a family. I want to like watch my kids grow up, spend time with them, as much time with them as possible. And also, I want to be able to travel the world, see what I want to see in the world. I don't really care to see everything. I don't really care that much. There's parts of the world I could live without, but I want to see what I want to see. I want to have the opportunity to do what I want to do with my life. Live life the way I want to, and not be shackled to a position where I'm unable to do everything I want to do. Very long, extended version. To put it down in Crayola crayon kindergartner terms, I want to make a lot of money, enough to where I don't have to work. I want to have a big house on a body of water. I didn't mention that. I want to have a big house on a body of water. I love water. And have a big family and spend time with that family. There you go. That's my answer. I could have gone into a lot more detail, but there's not like half of you are watching right now, so I don't really care. So this is honestly just for, like, if not any viewers, I'm just gonna look back in the future and say, you know what, younger me, I did it. I followed those dreams and I'm where I want to be. High five, future me. Fuck yeah. I encourage you guys to make a video like this too, if you want. It's kind of a cool, like make a little time capsule for yourself. Be like, hey, future you, future me, future I, future we, you, future me, past, present me, past from you. You better be doing good. Here's all the things that you better have. If you don't, well, I'm gonna go over there and give you a knuckle sandwich in my time machine. All right? That's what you gotta do. That's honestly it. Honestly it. I'm not lying. Trust. I say honestly way too much, so I gotta start correcting myself. But anyways, music recommendation of the day. Music recommendation of the day. It's gonna go to Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi. I'm sure you all know this song. It's a great song. It's just a good song. Like, I don't know anybody who hates this song. And if you do, then you're just a certified hater. And I don't know what to tell you. I love being a hater as much as the next guy, if not more than. But this is just a good ass song. And it makes me think about pursuing happiness. And it's pretty relatable in a couple of ways. Not all, but in a couple of ways. And you can apply it to your own life very easily. It's just a really good song, so go check it out, please. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you stayed for at least 30 seconds. And yeah, make sure you're living life the way you want to, as I always say. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. What is going on, everybody? Punkers here with another video. You already know I'm back, and can we just get a huge shout out to my how to get a girlfriend video for being the first one on my channel to get 100 views? 100? Are you kidding me? 100? There's no way. I barely even believe it to this day. I have to thank you guys so much. Just a few months ago, I did my 3 viewer special. If you guys remember that, you gotta go check that video out. That one's a classic. Not that the quality is a classic. The quality is not ideal, but it's a video, guys. It's a video. If you want to watch it, you can go watch it. I'll put it up there. It's a good one, guys. And now we're at 100 views. I know. Isn't that insane? That's so crazy. That's a 97 difference. Ooh, gosh, I don't even know that many people that know that many people. I couldn't even tell you. I don't think I've even seen 97 people in my entire life, but that's a large number that I can barely count to. So I'm not gonna try to. One, two, three. Fuck. Four. 31. 40. And not to mention my YouTube shorts that I made, my Ponkers core videos, they got 500 views. 500? I can't count to 100, let alone 500. Ooh, I don't even know how many that is. I don't even know how to like comprehend that in my head. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Um, So yeah, honestly, thank you guys so much for watching my content, supporting the dream, supporting the journey. Love to see it. Love to see people actually looking at me while I'm talking into a camera. I can't believe it's entertaining enough for 100 people to look at. So, that's something, I guess. Things are looking good for the channel. I've got some great videos coming up for you. I am finally kind of figuring out where I want to take this channel in this direction where I'm just kind of talking in the background. Because I've heard from a lot of people that that's what they do with my content. They just put it on the background, which is totally fine. That's great. That's great. Of course, I'll have the gameplay of whatever. I think we're playing Dire Eyes Black Ops 2 Zombies right now. But for anybody that's actually watching, but for majority of people, it's just like a something to listen to in the background, which is awesome. That's honestly awesome. Meaning you guys watch it for me and not the game. Which I had it totally the other way around. I was like, ain't no way anybody's gonna watch this shit to look at me. They want to watch a game, man. And if they want to watch a game, why would they even come to me? I'm the last person they'd come to, man. Oh man, I know I'm rambling and I'm going kind of insane. So I'm gonna stop talking about my 500 views flex, and we're gonna get on with the video. But first, before we get into the story time, um, fit check real quick. Take a look, take a peek. See, we got ball shirt. This is a shirt I got in Japan. You know how like American shirts with Japanese text, like you have no idea what they actually mean, and it's probably something really stupid, and Japanese people will laugh at you. It's the same thing in Japan. They think English letters are so cool, but they have no idea what they mean. And there's just some really funny shit in there. But I got this shirt from Japan. I don't remember how much it was. I got this cool little chain thing off Timu. Timu. Probably like 30 cents if I had to guess. And then we got this zip up hoodie from somewhere. I just found it. I think it's one of my friends, but whoever's it was in the past, fuck you, buddy. It's mine now. Um, I'm loving this. It's dripped out for sure. And then we got these cargo pants that have like this flannel inside that is so comfortable. It is one of my favorite pants ever. I got it from a certain individual. And then I got this cool chain here that I also got from, where did I get this chain from? I don't know, dude. Home Depot. Fuck it. And then I got some fucking Halloween socks on. I think it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington. Beat the socks. My balance is fucked. But yep, crazy fit today. I'm really loving it. And now let's get on with the story. So this story takes a lot. Oh, all right. This story takes place long time ago in the great lands, the great distant lands of Grand Rapids, just yesterday from recording. And I myself was working a lovely mobility shift. You guys should know what a mobility shift is by now. I think I've mentioned it more times than I have hairs on my head, or soon to be. If you don't know what a mobility shift is, I'll put the video there again. But I get a call. It's like in all right, to put it blatantly, it's a Uber with advanced capabilities. I can take people in wheelchairs. That's it basically. So, um, I got a call to pick up somebody from a nursing home and bring them to their doctor's appointment. Very average call. It's like one of the most basic calls you get as a mobility driver. Very common, right? And so usually get to this nursing home, whether it be a good one or a bad one. I'm definitely gonna make a few videos on some bad nursing homes because there's a lot, and it is a serious problem that I feel very deeply about. But I get to this nursing home. This is a good one, and I'm waiting in this room for them to wheel. It's a lady. It's an old lady. I'm waiting for them to wheel this old lady out, and I'm expecting some like average little like frail old woman, some lovely little grandma that's probably gonna feed me cookies laced with fentanyl. And but I'm waiting here in this room, and I do a little glance, and around the corner comes not but a frail old sweet woman, but a tank hidden in plain sight. This thing, you know what I mean? This thing was oh, okay, a little not a slim figure to say, right? Not a slim figure. But the thing is that I've taken big people before. That's not that crazy to me, right? I just see her come around the corner. I'm like, oh brother, because it was already slippery outside because the snow, slush. It's oh man, that does not make carrying weight very easy. But I sit here and I see this woman coming around the corner. I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. Roll up my sleeves, pop a powder of spinach, Popeye, that shit. We're ready to go, man. And I look at her wheelchair, and this is where I'm really concerned because her wheelchair is like long and wide and big and tall, and all the big words. It's all of them. It's all of them. And I'm looking at this chair because I have to take her in this lift thing that's on my van, and I'm like, is this gonna fit in my thing? We might as well try, right? And so I'm talking to these nurses. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna fit, but we can try. We could try. And so I try and walk her out this door because where I pick people up at this nursing home, there's like a automatic sliding door, right? You know the ones, right? And I go to Wheeler. The wheelchair doesn't fit through the sliding door. This wheelchair in this woman is too big for the door. For the door. Not exaggerating. Receptionist had to open the fire, like, you know how those automatic doors, they have, like, push to open for fire emergencies? They had to push it open to open it, like, the fire route, the fire escape door. They had to push it open so we could wheel her through the entrance, just that. And just from doing that, I'm like, "Oh, brother, this is not gonna fucking fit. There's no way in hell." But I stupidly, I keep going because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, please just for some random reason, please just work." And second I get her outside, she's just, like, complaining about the cold, and I'll give her it was, like, 20 degrees outside, it wasn't warm, but it was getting to a point where it's like, "Lady, I know you're cold. I am not Mr. Iceman." What's the fucking guy's name? Look, lady, I'm not Mr. White Christmas. I can't fucking whoosh and like take the snow away, or I'm not Mr. Fireman or whatever God damn, what's his name? I'm not the heat miser either. I can't just whoosh and take all the snow away. All right, I'm a normal human. I'm doing what I can. I'm moving you as fast as I can. So just understand I'm doing my best. And she's just like, so cold. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And like, oh fuck, hello camera. So cold, right? Like I'm gonna freeze to death. And I'm like, lady, it's gonna be okay. I'm getting you up. We're gonna get you in the van. I'm gonna turn the heat on. And yeah, of course the fucking wheelchair doesn't fit. And the because my ramp, it has to like I lower this ramp, right? And there's like two like panels on the sides of where the wheelchair goes. and one of them like goes down. So you put the person through one side, and this is going to be very hard for me to try and explain, guys. I'm sorry, but there's two panels on each side of the lift, and they have to both be up and not be like pressed against too hard, or else the lift won't move. It won't go up because it thinks that like, oh, the wheelchair is going to spill out on one side. The person's going to fall. So it's like a safety mechanism for the ramp. And her wheelchair was too wide and it was pressing on both of those panels, so it wasn't letting me lift the ramp up. And so I was like, "Oh, brother, okay. So I I have to take her back inside." And she's like, "Please just bring me inside. Please bring me inside." And I'm like, "All right, yep, yep, we're going, we're going, we're going." And I barely get her back through. We had to open the fire doors again. I'm like, "Yeah, guys, it did not work." So the nurses are like, "Oh no, like we got to get her to this appointment, so something's got to work." And tell them, I have a wheelchair in my van we could use, and they're like, this is a pretty big wheelchair. Is it that big?" I'm like, "No, it's definitely not." And they're like, "Okay, well, I don't know if she's gonna fit, but." We don't have any other options right now, so we have to try it. And so I go grab my wheelchair from my van, and so I bring it in, the Life EMS wheelchair, and they get her on it. They do. They have to use this like lift thing to lift her up, and they get her on the wheelchair, believe it or not. I was amazed. And she gets in the wheelchair and she's kind of spilling over the sides. She's barely, barely on this thing safely. And me and the nurses we're all just like, it if it works, it works. We're gonna go for it. And so I wheel her out in my wheelchair, and it works, but she's complaining. Okay, so she can't move her legs very well. One of them she can't move at all. And so if her legs not on like the wheelchair pedal thing for their legs to rest, then it'll just drag on the floor. And every time that it dragged on the floor, she thought her foot was like breaking in every single bone. And I was like, "Lady, it's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put your foot back up on the pedal, but your foot is not broken. I can assure you." She genuinely thought that her foot was like broken. Like she told me multiple times that I think my foot just broke. I think you broke my foot. And I'm like, Ma'am, you're okay. See, your foot's on the ground. It's okay. Still in one piece. All right? For now. So then I get her in the ramp and it works. It barely works. Her feet, I have to fucking cram her feet in and she's yelping and crying. I'm trying my best to be as like calm and nice about this as possible. I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm trying my best. I'm moving as fast as I can. I know you're cold. I can't warm you up and, shoot fire at you. Again, I'm not the heat miser, but I'm trying my best, all right? I'm moving you in the ramp. I'm moving you in the van. We're gonna get the heat turned on." So then I finally get her in this van, and she's just like a snap, like a switch. She's just like, "Oh, yay, I'm so happy now." Like, "Oh, how's your day? Like, how you doing?" And she's like all talkative and stuff. And I'm like, okay, all right." And so I'm just talking and, it's like, okay, whatever. I'm all right with her being a nice, sweet lady. That's great. Let's have more of that, please. And then about halfway through our drive, she's like, "Man, I'm really hungry. I didn't eat much today." And she asked me, "Could we stop at Culver's?" And I get asked this more often than you think, to like stop at a restaurant or stop at a gas station for someone to grab cigarettes or what drug, what have you, whatever they wanna pick up, man. And, I can't stop anywhere legally. I am legally obligated to not stop anywhere unless I am told by my dispatch, or I get direct orders from a doctor and they tell my dispatch. So, like, my dispatch has to be in the loop of if I stop somewhere, and I'm not gonna text them and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop at Culver's for this patient." No, we don't do that. No. The only time we ever really do stop, if we ever take a stop, is if we're, like, grabbing, like, meds from, like, a pharmacy or something. Like, she gets prescribed something from her doctor and they're already ready at the pharmacy. That would be, like, the only scenario where we would stop somewhere. But I tell her, I'm like, "No, I can't stop and get you Culver's. I wish I could, but, whatever." And then she's like, "Oh, man, like, I really want Culver's." And she, like, keeps bringing it up. And I'm like, the only way I'd be able to is if you convince your doctor to get you a prescription or my dispatch. You got to convince one of them. And I said that as a joke because, like, you're not going to get your doctor to prescribe you for two fucking hamburgers. And she's like, "Oh, I'll give that a try." And I thought she was just joking, she's just like, "Oh, haha, like, yeah, sure, like, go ask your doctor if you could get a prescription for fucking Culver's. Yeah, go, let's see that happen." And I was just like, "Yo, that's funny. All right, whatever." And we get there, and the second I open the door, she's just like shivering and shaking and just keeps whining about the cold, and I can't do anything about it, so I just move fast, get her out. She says that her foot broke in 300 different locations. I don't think there's that many places a bone can break in your body, but I don't know, dude. I'm no doctor, okay? We're taking you to the doctor. He can tell you if your foot's broken, all right? We get her in the doctor's office, and we have to go up this elevator. Thank God the fucking chair fit in the elevator. We get to the doctor's office, open the door, bring her in, and she's checked in. And because she's sitting in my chair and not somebody else's chair, I have to stay at the appointment and wait for it to be done. So I'm just sitting in this waiting room with this lady, and he gets called in, and I asked the nurse, like, "Hey, do you want me to, like, wheel her in for you?" Because she's kind of a big person. The nurse wasn't a very big person, so I was just offering, and she was like, "Yeah, okay, that'd be sweet." And so I I push her into this like room, and the first thing that she says to this nurse before anything is, "Man, can we have something to eat? We're really hungry." And she included me in that. She said "we," and I'm like, "Whoa, lady, whoa, whoa! Don't make me seem like a big bag just because you a big bag, all right? I'm not. I already told her I'm not that hungry right now. We talked about food. I said I already ate before I got on my shift, and I'm not that hungry anymore." And she just said, "Hey, could we have something to eat? We're really hungry." And I'm like, "Whoa, hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. That's all you. That's all you." And the nurse was like, "Huh?" And I just, like, look because 'cause I'm wheeling her, she's in front of me, she's facing forward, the nurse is right next to me, I just look at her and I'm like, "It's whatever." And then I think the nurse got the message. I should have said this before, she's diabetic, alright? Keep in mind, she is diabetic, so that means she's gotta watch her sugar level, alright? And she's, like, complaining that her sugar level's getting too low, and I'm like, "Okay, if you're at a nursing home and they know you're diabetic, they know what you're eating and when you're eating all the time. Like, they are on top of that, that is their job. So they know that you're good and you're gonna be okay until you get back." And that alone made me like, "All right, you're not actually dying or whatever." But she just doesn't care about her diabetes apparently. She just eats what she wants, That's a great mindset to have when you have diabetes, to just eat whatever the fuck you want. Because yeah, who cares about blood sugar, The more the merrier, sugar is just energy, you just, burn it off, it doesn't matter, it won't kill you probably. I don't know, there's only one way to find out, right? So then I'm waiting in the doctor's office, and she finally gets out, and I'm like, "All right, are we ready to go? We're good to go." And so I start to wheel her out of the doctor's office, and I open the door to the doctor's office, and we're wheeling out, and we're about to go into the elevator to go back down. And right as I press the elevator button, she's like, "Oh, wait, I forgot to ask if they could give me a prescription for those burgers." And I'm like, "What?" And then it, like, clicked for me, and I'm like, "Oh, haha, that's right, we talked about that." And like, "Oh," and I told her like, "Oh, I don't know if they do that, like, hee hee." And she's like, "No, no, I actually forgot, like, can we go back and ask?" And, like, she's being so dead serious right now, like, dead ass. She actually wants me to go back in there and ask if she could get a prescription for not 1, but 2 Culver's burgers, that's what she said. Like, "Can you ask them if I could get a prescription for 2 Culver's burgers?" Mrs. Diabetes, Mrs. Big Back, the Lord and Cinder of Big Back City, the greatest back of them all, wants me to ask her doctor if she could get a prescription for Culver's burgers. Not 1, but dose. Dose Culver's burgers. How big back can you get? How big back? Like, how large? I genuinely like, what is the scientific quantitative amount of big back you can be? Because this lady had to be, like, the queen of big backs. Asking your doctor as a diabetic if you get a prescription for Culver's burgers is insane. She was being so serious. She made me wheel her back in there, and she asked herself, because 'cause I'm not fucking asking that. And the receptionist just looked at her like, "What? Huh?" And I look at her from behind her. She's in front of me, I'm wheeling her, and I'm like, I'm in total shock. I'm in, like, actual shock. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what's going on right now. I am speechless. I did not think this was possible. I did not think this is some shit you'd see in fucking Family Guy. This is a cartoon episode, man. This is not real. You don't ask your doctor if you can get a prescription for fast food. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? So the receptionist is like, um, I don't know if he can write those. And she's just like at this point, like begging her to get her doctor over here so he can write a prescription for 2 Culver's burgers. And I'm like so ready to just like turn around and leave without saying anything. And I'm just like, ma'am, your doctor cannot do that. You do know, like, he can't actually give you a prescription for that. That was a joke. And she's like so dead serious, like, no, no, like I want to get a prescription. You said that that's the only way you'd bring me to Culver's. So I want to try. I God, I really regret saying that now because we're in this fucking doctor's office. This is the weirdest situation I think I've ever been in my entire life. This has got to be up there with the most awkward and weird and interdimensional fucking shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And the receptionist is like, "Ma'am, we can't do that." And she's like, "Oh, gosh darn it. My scheme has fallen apart in front of my eyes. Oh, how am I gonna get this Culver's now?" And she's just feeling the utter despair fill her body, and I'm just like, "Thank fucking God." And I just turn out the door. We are out of there, man. I am so done. I don't I'm just like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And the second I bring her outside, it's same thing, like, "Oh, I'm so cold. Oh, you're breaking my foot." She mentions this like it's the most chronic pain that she's ever experienced, and I don't know, maybe it is, maybe she just has absurd foot pain and she thinks her foot's being broken, but literally nothing would be happening to her foot, like, her foot would be in the same position it was, like, 5 minutes ago. She'd just be like, "Oh, my foot. Oh, you're breaking my foot." I'm like, "I'm not even touching you. Whoa! I'm not breaking your foot. Whoa! Insurance fraud. Hey, heyo, heyo. I did not break your goddamn foot. Like, I'm sorry if your foot's hurting. I'm really sorry, but I can't do anything about that. I do not have pain meds. I don't have fentanyl on me. I'm sorry. I already took it all. All right. I'm the one driving the ambulance. And after what just happened in that fucking doctor's office, I definitely need the fentanyl more than you do, buddy." And then I get her in the van and I have the heat blaring. Like, "Why is the heat not on?" I tell her, "It's on full blast. It's on." And she doesn't believe she's like, thinks I'm lying to her. And I don't know what to tell you. The heat's right here and it says it's on high. She's like, "Oh, I don't feel it." I'm like, "Oh, okay. What the fuck you want me to do? You want me to go back there and start a fire for you? You want me to like stick and let's rub a stick on something, just like start a fire in the back of my van, dude? I don't. What do you want from me? I don't know what you want." I don't get it. Like, she keeps bringing up the Culvers, like, she's actually pissed that the Culver thing didn't work out, and she's, like, genuinely like, this is the same level of upset that I would see from, like, a football fan when their team loses the Super Bowl. Like, this is, like, just utter devastation. This is like this is like somebody who's just witnessed their whole family, like, disown them and, like, move away, and they're just left alone with no house, just, like, totally stranded. She just, "I really want Culver's right now, man. I really want Culver's." Like, and I don't even know what to say. I just, like, barely stop responding to her, and she's like, "Can I buy you Culver's? Can we do that? If I get you Culver's, will you stop?" And now I'm like, "Hold on a minute. Hold on, you're cooking now. Wait a minute. You're gonna buy me Culver's? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, maybe I can make a stop. Maybe. No, no, no." Temptation from the soul of gluttony persuades me, but I persist. I persist yet again. I do not let that turn my vision. I am legally obligated to take her back to this nursing home. I cannot make stops. And so I'm like, man, Culver's would fucking smack right now, but I get in so much trouble. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the free Culvers. She was close. She had me in her grip for a little bit, but not quite. She says that as we're driving back, she mentions, "Oh, my doc." I ask her afterward. I'm like, "Oh, how'd your appointment go?" And to just try and get her off the fucking food thing. I'm trying to just distract her from the Culvers because it like is stuck in her mind. And she's just like, "Oh, I got 2 coupons from my doctor." I'm like, "Oh, really? That's cool. Like, well, what coupons? Like, what are they for?" Culvers. Really? Really? Your doctor gave you 2 coupons to Culver's? Yeah, let me see them. Hand them over, let me see them. And I didn't actually say that because I knew she was just bullshitting, but she's just, like, trying to get me, like she's, like, trying to, like, pity she's trying to, like, guilt trip me, trying to make me be like, "Oh, but I have these coupons and I really wanna use them." You did not get those coupons from your doctor. Doctors' offices do not hand out coupons to Culver's, and if they do, sign me up for a fucking checkup. I want a coupon to Culver's. Are you kidding me? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You want a prostate exam? Sure. Sure. If I get a coupon to Culver's, I'll do anything, man. You can do brain surgery on me if I get free Culver's afterward. I don't even blame her. That's the reason she's going to the doctor's office. I do not blame her, but she's not getting that fucking Culver's from me. I'm not going to the Culver's. And then when I turn on to like like every other road I turn on to, she's like, "What road is this?" And I tell her the name, and she's like, "Is there a Culver's on this road? Are we going to Culver's?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am. We're going to the nursing home." Like, please, like, well, where's the Culver's? Like, can we go to Culver's? And I have to keep telling her no. I can't take her off. I can't take her mind off the Culvers. It's stuck in her mind. Like some sort of evil like spirit is just taking control of her and it just won't let her go. The Culvers demons have taken her mind. Diabetic old lady mind is just wrapped around this Culvers, man. I finally get her back. After all this time, all the Culvers, after all the Culvers that we didn't get, after all the sadness and anguish that she experienced, after all the broken feet and the freezing to deaths and not fitting through doors and not fitting on my ramp, I finally get her back to the nursing home. I get her back on the ramp, lower it down, get her back in. And she lets out this sigh of relief when we get back in because she's no longer in the cold. And I don't know who's in more relief, me or her. I wheel her in. I'm like, all right, no more cold for today. And we both of us are just like, oh, oh my God, man. Thank It's over. It's over. We're both so happy it's over. And the nurses get her from my chair to her bed, and I take that wheelchair and I book it out of there. I'm so fed up and I am done. I don't want to think about Culver's anymore. I am finally back in my van. I just, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. We made it. We made it. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, America. See your friend like order something at a fast food or you like order something at a drive-through and you just look at them, you give them that look like, "Damn, you're really gonna eat all that?" You know that look? Yeah, that look was amplified tenfold when that lady that in that moment was the biggest, like, side eye, like, head shake, like, "The fuck?" Like, a little another interesting thing from that day. It wasn't just that, but, I mean, that was definitely the most interesting, but my next call was a patient who was even bigger than that lady, like, physically. Like, she didn't act as big. No one can act as big as that lady. Nobody can act as big as the Culver's woman, but this lady was physically larger. This patient was, um, 475 pounds. Have you ever lifted 475 pounds? All my power lifters out there. Have you? I sure haven't. I'm sure as hell haven't, but in our chairs in the van, they can hold up to roughly 400 pounds max. And so the fact that she's that much heavier, I have to call dispatch and be like, I need the mega chair. and the mega chair, the double, triple, quarter pounder deluxe special chair. We call it the bariatric chair, but I like to call it the double, triple, quarter pounder deluxe special because this is like the highest quality chair that you can possibly get. It is the top of the line. I think it's like $2,000 or something for a wheelchair. It's got these metal frames, but this thing is like made of like steel of the gods. This thing was crafted by Zeus himself. To be $2,000 for a wheelchair, that shit must have been touched by like the forgeman of the century. This shit had to be crafted in like the great volcanoes of Mongolia or some shit. This is some like monk's journey that you have to go on to get this material for this chair. This is an insane high industrial chair. This shit's like six-wheel drives, got a V8 in this shit, like metal frames, flame decals. You got the whole package, man. You got the whole shabam. To go back to our like headquarters to grab this chair because we only have three of them because they're $2,000. And I I go to this hospital, and the best part is that this lady, this 470-pound lady, she can walk. You believe that? She can walk. What a trooper, dude. Imagine walking with 475 pounds on you. That's insane. That is actually insane. She's got legs of steel, man. That is some good shit, man. Like, round of applause for that lady. She's a trooper. And she was so nice, and like she was just like a funny person to be around. Like she could joke around with me and stuff. And, like, it was great. It was a great call. I can't even lie. It was like it was a long drive, and she slept the whole way, and then once we got out, I was, like, slipping, trying to push her in the snow because the snow was so slippery, and I have, like, 500 pounds in front. Because also the chair was heavy as shit, by the way. Like, normally, I can lift up the chairs because it's, like, our normal chairs are range anywhere from, like, 55 to 65 pounds, so I can, like, lift that shit easy. But this bariatric chair, it's gotta be, like, 100 pounds. Like, this shit man, this is a good fucking workout just lifting the chair, let alone 475 pounds on top of the chair. And I'm pushing this shit through the snow. And so I'm a little slippy, sloopy, goosey woosey, and she's like laughing and stuff. She's like, oh my, pushing my fat ass. Like, of course you're gonna slip. And she was great. She was great. I love that patient. She's amazing. Good call all around. Nothing else crazy to say about it. It was just that it was just kind of interesting. 475-pound woman that can walk, kind of. She obviously like she needed to be in a wheelchair to like go anywhere far, but she could take a few steps, which impressive, very impressive. Round of applause to that lady. And now you all know what time it is. It is music recommendation of the day. And today it is going to Streetwise by Pretty Sick. This is a local indie band in New York that just kind of within the past 4 or 5 years gained a um, national recognition. Was kind of a local band for a while, but they've got a very like 2000s like punk revival kind of sound, like your rebellious teenager listening to like fucking Hannah Montana and shit, You got those like bulky, like not bulky, like the slim little headphones that are like 20 bucks with like a wire going down to your iPod with your well, like one playlist on it, like that type of shit, the skinny jeans, the ripped skinny jeans, all that stuff, early 2000s punk, it's great. It's a very nostalgic thing for me, obviously. And it's a good sound. I enjoy it. Their newest album is kind of gearing up towards a more intense kind of sound, which I definitely like compared to their older stuff. If you want to check out their whole discography, you definitely can. But my favorite song from them so far, from what I've heard, is definitely Streetwise. It's just a good groove. I do like the vocals. It can be considered a little outlandish, but I really love it. I really love it. It's a good song. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. That's kind of all I had to say. Um, Go check out Streetwise, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and make sure you're living life the way you want to. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.